Hey, and welcome back. In this video, we'll talk about the specifics of how to import data into Weaviate. So far, you've learned that data in Weaviate is represented by objects, which belong to a class and have a set of properties. In the previous section on the schema, you learned how to create a framework for this structure. In this section, we'll discuss how to import data into Weaviate, including our recommended best practices and some key considerations. Once you're done with this section, you'll be ready to import a real dataset into Weaviate by putting together what we've learned about the schema and imports. To create a Weaviate object, you must load your source data, build a data object by mapping your source data to desired Weaviate object properties, and add it to your desired class in Weaviate. And optionally, you can manually specify an object ID and a vector. If an object ID is not specified, Weaviate will create one. It's important to note that if you want to avoid duplicate objects being created, you can use a deterministic object ID creation process. If a vector is not specified, Weaviate will check to see if a vectorizer is set for the class. And if a vectorizer is set, it will create a vector using the vectorizer. To maximize import speed, Weaviate offers a batch import process. This process reduces the impact of network latencies by processing multiple objects per request. Additionally, clients like the Python client perform the process in parallel, further increasing the import speed. You should use batch imports to significantly improve the speed of data ingestion. In doing so, you can also set batch parameters such as batch size, number of retries in case of failures, and so on. We strongly recommend that you use batch imports for any bulk object creation, unless you have a very compelling reason not to. The batch import process is configured to handle errors at a batch level and at individual object level. Batch level errors are indicated via the HTTP response code for the batch request, while object level errors are returned as a part of the response to the batch creation requests. So it's important to note that even if a batch generates a successful 200 response, there may have been individual errors at the object level. We'll show you in the code examples below best practices on how to check for any errors through callback functions. So to sum up, to create a Weaviate object, build a data object with properties and add it to your desired class. We recommend that you use batch imports unless you have a strong, compelling reason not to, because this can greatly impact your import speed. Error handling during import can be done at the batch level or at individual object level. You can manually specify an object ID and vector for each object in Weaviate. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.